Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Thursday in the morning sprint. Caroline Flynn is live at the Spokane Arena with the Chiefs this morning, and Mark Peterson is following some fresh snow moving into the area. But first, more of that snow overnight has delayed several schools in the area. Those include Roselia, Freeman, Okanagan, Omak, and Orient. To see the full list of delays scrolling at the top of your screen, they can also be found on KXLY.com. We're hearing of only 2 school closures this morning. Boundary County School District up in Bonners Ferry and then Oakdale are both closed for the day. You can find, again, this full list of updated school closures and delays under the weather tab on KXLY.com.
A lot of our snow happening in the early morning hours. So that first alert weather, take a look at the radar, and it continues to go north. We do have just the west of Davenport, a little bit of light snow falling there, but really maintaining itself into the mountains of North Idaho. And this is what we're going to see with that 24-hour forecast. Continuation of North Idaho, and then some hits in and around Spokane. That's going to happen later on this afternoon with about an inch more snow expected.
Well, breaking news overnight, dental records confirm remains found 2 months ago are those of 50-year-old Marty Lang, who was last seen in July of 2017. His body was found in a wooded area in Medellin. Pend Oreille County Sheriff's Office says his death is suspicious. If you know anything about Lang's disappearance or his death, contact the Pend Oreille County Sheriff's Office at the number there on your screen. Spokane native and former WSU football player Steve Gleason received the nation's highest honor for a civilian. He was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal in Washington, D.C., and I just love that he was wearing that tuxedo T-shirt. Gleason suffers from ALS, a disease that affects the nervous system, but he's used the diagnosis as a way to spread awareness. You can see more of the ceremony on KXLY.com. A team of Coeur d'Alene parents, teachers, and other experts are exploring the idea of starting classes later in the day. Multiple studies show if young adults don't get enough sleep, they can struggle in school and have a higher risk of depression, weight gain, and substance abuse. The first bell for K-5 students could ring at 7:50 and a 9 a.m. start for high schoolers. The committee will be sending out a survey to parents to get their take on the later start. Then they'll submit their recommendations to the school board in March. A measure that ultimately failed last year has once again passed the Washington State Senate. It would ban single-use plastic bags. The chamber voted 30-19 to reapprove the measure. It still needs to be approved by the House, which is where it stalled last year. If it passes this time around, it would ban stores from giving customers this single-use plastic carryout bag. Paper bags would still be available, but shoppers would be charged 8 cents for each of those bags. A warning from the University of Washington about the dangers of carbon monoxide poisoning while trying to stay warm this winter. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless gas that comes from heat sources like engines, camp stoves, and generators. To prevent carbon monoxide poisoning, don't use engines or generators inside your house. Don't burn anything to warm yourself if it's not in a ventilated fireplace. If you or a family member is having problems with heat, you can call 211 at any time for help.
All right, Spokane Chiefs, you still have 12 chances to check out a home game this 35th season. But if you come this Saturday, they won't be wearing these jerseys. It's a special military appreciation night. They're going to have a special ceremony, even a special game featuring the Fairchild Air Force Base varsity hockey team beforehand, and a whole lot more special moments at the game again this Saturday. Tickets are still available, SpokaneChiefs.com. And again, 12 more opportunities. It's going to go by quick, guys.
All right, coming up next on Good Morning America, the latest on the royal exit. This morning, Prince Harry is making his first public appearance since he and Meghan announced their plans to step back.
He's made it very clear that they intend to continue their work with charities. However, exactly what their future roles will look like has not been finalised.
The Duke has just announced the new location for his popular charity, the Invictus Games, an international multi-sport competition for wounded veterans. And rising tensions between Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders captured in new tapes of their post-debate confrontation, where they call each other liars.
I think you called me a liar on national TV. I think you called me a liar on national TV.
The tense exchange comes after the pair traded blows about a 2018 conversation in which Warren claims Sanders said a woman could not win the election. The Senate is set to vote today on President Trump's United States-Mexico-Canada agreement. That's the landmark trade deal set to replace a 25-year-old NAFTA deal. The pact passed the House last month, with lawmakers on both sides hailing the deal as beneficial for farmers and ranchers. Someone broke into Liberty High School in Spangle and stole $15,000 worth of musical instruments. The school says 7 instruments were stolen, some from the band teacher's office and others that were locked up. The principal says the thief broke into the building through a window and left through a door in the band room. Since Spangle is such a small community, the crime has students and staff wondering who would do such a thing. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office is investigating and asking anyone with information to call Crime Check at the number there on your screen. Well, tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, from the wastebasket to the curb, what happens to your garbage after that? Spokane's waste-to-energy facility takes the stuff we throw away and turns it into power. Now you can see the magic happen, find out how you can go behind the scenes.
If you're heading outdoors, again, from your neighborhood to the main arterials could be the challenge. Once you get to the main roads, they're not in bad shape this morning. Got to take it easy and allow more time. Our high today, 34. Tomorrow, 30. We still have about an inch of snow expected later on this afternoon. And over the weekend, Saturday, we're going to see another round of snow.
All right, Mark, thanks so much. That's going to do it for Good Morning Northwest. Good Morning America starts right now.